young guys on this team that really excite you to watch play?
Really, this is like the best group of freshmen that I've ever seen. But you did want me to single some out, so I'm going to say Eli is one of the more exciting freshmen that I've seen. He plays sort of beyond his years. I don't know if you've talked to Coach Cohen about it, but it's probably something similar to what Coach Cohen said. Really competitive guy, and he's been playing, his whole life, and it seems like he's been playing for 3 years in college already. So it's really exciting to see someone like that who's very aggressive, not afraid to take any risks. It's tough to find a freshman like that who's willing to take those risks. I think with a few years under his belt here, he's going to gain maturity and maybe not take a risk in a certain situation when he needs to sort of be smart and be conservative. But Eli, definitely a great player. I think he's going to help our team a bunch this spring. Another guy, if I had to say a pitcher, it would probably be Ethan Small, left-handed pitcher. It's exciting watching him throw. He's got velocity as a freshman, which is a big deal, especially from the left-hand side. Good breaking ball and stuff like that. And Coach Johnson is like really sort of breeding the whole bunch and developing them all, so I'm really excited to see what Ethan's going to do. He's definitely going to help our team too this spring.
Austin was talking about Eli and the flair that he brings to the game. Is that something that you've seen too? Just an excitement and a general. I think Austin said he kind of spices things up out there a little bit.
100%. He's a high energy player, which is all you can ask for. Sort of the type of player that we try to emulate here at MSU. I think as a young freshman like that, he's not afraid of anybody, and he's never, when the game starts and he steps between the lines, it's game time. Nothing else matters, and he's never timid. He'll never shy away from a situation.
How excited? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Oh, thanks. Coach Coleman's mentioned
Nice.
We do emphasize it in pretty much everything we do. It's a big deal to us. Last year we experienced a lot of failure, and I think it's helped us grow as a team. One of the biggest things, one of the most important things to do in baseball is to learn how to deal with adversity. And I think last year that was our biggest problem. We didn't really know how to deal with it. We had such a great start to the season last year. We were going 13-0, and then we had a couple losses to teams we shouldn't have lost to, and things sort of fell apart. And once we got into SEC play, when trouble kind of hit us, we didn't really know how to respond. So that's something we take in everything we do. Like, we really, with every rep we do in the weight room, or every drill we do on the field, anything like that, we're thinking about that. We're thinking about how we were sort of embarrassed last year, and we should have been way better than we were. And it's going to make us better for it, for sure.
What's the key to changing that response?
I think maintaining confidence and continuing the process of hard work. Our coaches have put together an amazing program for us, and with everything from drill work to things we do in the weight room to certain aspects of our practices, it's all meant to get us to Omaha and to win Omaha. And I think we need to trust that process and continue working hard regardless of win or lose. We need to continue working hard, and we need to learn from our mistakes, and it's going to help us win more.
Seems like the consensus is that this team's pretty special. You guys have a pretty close-knit group. How's that developed over the past few months?
How's the team? What do you mean, like team?
Well, I guess just how special this group is. Just how is the chemistry and the talent developed over the past few months?
Sure, yeah. Well, I'll sort of tell you from my perspective. Coming from summer ball, learning about these new players coming in, you never really know if they are the real deal or not until they show up on campus and play in a game in front of you. Even drills, batting practice, that won't tell you anything. And I think the returning players, when we saw these guys show up, not just the freshmen, but the junior college guys as well. When we saw these guys show up, they were the real deal, and they were not they were not sort of taking things for granted and just showing up like they owned the place. They understood the situation. They understood that we came from adversity as well. And being someone who commits here, whether it's from high school or junior college, and then having to watch us go through the season that we went through, it's not the easiest thing. I mean, they weren't on the field. They weren't losing close games or blowing any losses or anything, but they had to watch us do that, and they had to stay loyal to our program. And, you know, there were many times where a recruit, I mean, no one in particular, but, you know, a recruit was probably like, I don't know if I want to go here because we didn't have a great year last year. But I think that says something about our recruiting class. You know, they stayed loyal to us, and they knew we were going to be a great team this year. And with every time we step on the field, every new game or practice, you know, I see something that impresses me, and it makes me believe in our group this year even more.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.